to seek more guidance from their membership. But when you have dialogue on a Monday, you go to seek guidance and you do not revert back with a yes or no, then as a ministry and as Council of Governors, you are left in the dark. And what we want to encourage is engagement, constant engagement, because at the end, it is the employer, which is the national government, and mostly the county governments, will have to agree on a framework. And once that framework is agreed, is presented to the relevant other agencies which can make decisions. In absence of that agreement, then it becomes very difficult for us to present that case. So, Mercy, we share with you the concern, and that is the concern of Kenyans, that immunization, which is the basic prevention. And we can see some of these outbreaks which are coming out could be a sign of what has happened during those 4 months. But we have data, we are looking at it, and we are putting in measures to be able to reach out some of those most affected areas.
Just as a follow-up to that, could we get details of this catch-up campaign and where you marked out these areas and regions which you are saying are most affected, so that we can communicate that?
I think we will give you those details. The Director of Medical Services is here. Is going to give you the plan which they have, when and how is going to be unleashed. And of course, we are engaging Kenya Red Cross Society, because within the framework of Kenya Red Cross Society, it's possible to employ people who can assist the counties. Yes, Nasibo?
There's reports of malaria in the country.
Sorry?
He's mentioned the counties that are affected by malaria. Can you confirm the numbers and the exact counties?
In fact, I'll give the governor the opportunity to respond to that question. Yeah, come here.
I think I will let Governor Baringo to respond, because his county is one of those affected. And then I can add a few.
Exchange that. It's okay.
Thank you, CS. Thank you, Chairman. And knock on the PS, the union. I want to appreciate being here this morning. It is a concern to all of us that in Kenya we are experiencing this challenge, which has affected mostly Baringo and Marsabit, and that now spreading to Turkana and the lower part of West Pokot towards those sides of Kainuk. And we are informed that Lamu as well is affected. What has happened in Baringo is that we were informed on Saturday, and the team from the Department of Health plus the provincial administration visited the scene, and so far we have managed to actually bring it to a lower level. We have identified 164 cases, among whom sorry to say we have lost 4 children, 3 at the health center of Chemalingot, and we are informed there is a child who died at home. So there's a team that has gone there to actually search, because the terrain there is a little bit challenging. The infrastructure is not so much appealing. So far, we want to also appreciate that the CS here, together with KEMSA, has come on board, and the drugs are going to be available from tomorrow. The few that we had, we have distributed to that region, because it's a wider region. It is 2 wards, and 1 ward is closer to 800 square kilometers. 1 single ward is about 800 square kilometers. We have few dispensaries there in Baringo, those lower parts. There are only 3. 2 are very active. But we want to appreciate also the OP section, the officers who are closer, who managed to transport a number of patients to Chemalingot. We are putting in place 4 ambulances now, and we have a caravan. The Beyond Zero caravan has been there now for the last 2 days. Because of the strike of nurses, we have managed to appeal to those of them that have knowledge in that section. And we have actually put some measures. We have over 15 that have come to assist us as volunteer, and we want to appreciate the doctors and the clinical officers. Those visited there today and yesterday are managed actually to assist us. So far, it's now stable. It's now stable, but the doctors are not moving out from there, and those of them that are within their place. We want to appreciate the Red Cross. Red Cross have come, but I want to still appeal for food. The water pushers which are there are few because it requires water. That region is, we don't have water. There are no rivers flowing because of lack of rainfall. But we have some ponds and we have some poles. So we're using water pushers actually to ensure that people within that region are actually assisted. So far, I think we have contained in our region. Yeah, we have contained in our region.
Okay.
Yeah. But I want also to appeal to the Fourth Estate, please. That number 13, I don't know where you got that number 13. We have mortuaries there. That number, no, we don't want people to die, but that number was so high. We have only 4 in Baringo. But we want to say, let's assist each other. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you.
Yes. Let me add one.
Yes.
Just before the question.
Just hold on.
Let me just add one. I think as my colleague has reported, the only county where we have high incidences of loss is Marsabit. When I spoke to the governor this morning, they have a figure of 26 whom they lost. And the bigger problem here is that those who get sick sometimes come to the health facility when the malaria is too advanced and it is too late. And I am glad they have mobilized personnel. The Ministry of Health has also supported them with additional drugs. And they are also looking at airlifting some drugs to the very remote areas of Ilret, which is in northwest of the county. So, and in all other places, Lamu, Turkana, we're managing. We've got sufficient drugs. We are requisitioning more. And we are working with all the partners, including the NGOs in those areas. In fact, I think it's good for you to know also that the Kakuma refugee camp is also affected, but we are closely working with UNHCR and its partners to make sure that we are doing the best we can to contain the situation.
Maybe this question the governor may answer. It's about the reports that.
Right, those of course, they were also addressing the issue of the malaria outbreak in specifically Baringo and Marsabit. And of course, earlier the briefing